Hello, 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 hello. Oh boy, how's everybody doing? Fine, I hope all well and safe. Oh boy, I'm just going to do a video. Um, I've been asked if I was doing okay and everything. Yes, I'm fine. I'm doing okay. I'm doing all well. I'm at peace. I'm happy. Not stressed or anything. Just cool, calm, and collected. I'm just, just being me, happy, myself. What more can I say? Um, yeah, what had happened, that was like real bad. It was foul. I mean, it was, like shocking and got the slow connection showing up. Um, what had happened, I mean, it didn't bother me. It didn't break my heart, nothing. I seen it coming because I was at a place where, I'm going to tell you, I was at a place where I was always being judged, always being talked about. I always come to work doing my job. I'm a quiet, peaceful, humble person. And that had bothered some. It really have. To be somewhere that I was at for about, I would say about like 6 years. About 6 years. And I had never experienced this as bad as I have experienced at other places that I have worked. This was the most horrible, horrific experience I had ever went through at this nursing home in Sharonville. And it's located on Reed Hartman Highway. I'm not there anymore because I don't care. And I love the people who I took care of, and I enjoy taking care of them. I had my bouts, I had my experiences of what I went through with some of the patients, co-workers, and the visitors. Okay. I'm more focused on the co-workers and family members. And speaking on that, it's more of mental abuse, verbal abuse, psychological abuse. Okay. For me to be at a facility for that long and loving doing what I do, it's unbelievable when you go to work and you are constantly being talked about by your co-workers, nitpick by co-workers, just totally just being judged. Then you have certain family members that come there verbally abusive to, co-workers. Not under the concept of how what healthcare workers do, what they all go through as far as taking care of their loved ones. But it's truly sad indeed what I had experienced and what I went through. All the years that I had worked as an aide, this particular facility on Reed Hartman Highway, of places I had worked with wonderful people that was team players. We would work together. Hey, I need help with such and such. I need help getting this person pulled. I need help getting this person transferred. I need help getting this person dressed. And the list just goes on and on. I don't work with people that was wonderful team players over the years as an aide. I really have. But this particular spot here, I had worked with some. I worked with some good people. I worked with some good people. They work as team players. But this is the worst by far when you're at work, you a quiet person, you're humble, you come in, you all about your job, you all about your work. I'm very angry about how all this had went down with me because it should have never happened. And how the way the story was told, the scenario was played out, it was just out of this world crazy. I actually had worked with people that had really, truly, indeed labeled me as someone as unapproachable. They couldn't work with me. I always had an attitude. Not a team player. Oh my God. And the list just goes on and on and on and on and on. Oh, just rude. Anything that anybody could think of. When you just being your true, authentic self in the workplace and you just come to work and you just all about your work and your job and nothing else don't matter, you go to work, make your money, go home and take care of your family. You're not there to make friends. You are not there for a buddy system. You're not there to say, hey, we're going to go out and hang out. We're going to do this and do that. Because chances are things like that don't last. Because eventually you're going to turn on each other. You're going to know so much about each other's business. Eventually it's like y'all going to talk about each other. Stuff like that happens. So, with that being said, it's unbelievable how people could be and how the way they are and how they judge another person in the workplace. I had never done that all the years I have worked. I don't even have time to be going to work and start judging people, talking about people, judging the person how the way they look and everything, how the way they carry themselves, because you don't know. You're not in that person's shoes. Especially when you don't know that person from a can of paint to the taste of Kool-Aid. You really don't. It's very sad how people come to work and they want to pass on judgment. They paint this picture who they think of who you are, what they want you to be, and you're not that person. And they go around and this is what they spread around. This is what they spread around. This is what they spread. So when you there just minding your own business and doing your job and all, you are a potential threat to those. As I had said yesterday, you are a potential threat to those when you come in and do your work. When you're a quiet person and you don't get involved in all that riffraff, all that drama, that clique stuff, whatever. You don't mingle, dingle, whatever. You a problem to certain ones. You're a problem. Their ears taste a demon so deep down in their soul. I would say people like that, they don't know how to handle anyone that comes in and just want to be on a professional level with their job. They don't know how to handle that. When you go far beyond what you do in your job, it just not me just speaking of, healthcare. It could be any job out here. I don't care if you work at a restaurant. I don't care if you work in a department store. I don't care what your title is, where the hell you work at. There always going to be someone out there that's always going to nitpick you, is going to judge, and is going to try to tear you down and bring you down. Try to make you look like something that you're not. I feel like this, when people do that, and when you just go far and beyond your job and you just go in and do what you're supposed to do, and sometimes you do things by the book, I guess they just mad because people like that, they're mad because they're not you. They want to be you. They can't be you. They don't know how to be like you. They try to do the things that you do, and they just can't do it. Because you really can't carbon copy nobody. With that being said, to me, you are a threat to them. You're a threat. Oh, he or she thinks she's better. Oh, look what he or she is doing. Oh, dang, I don't get paid enough money to do all this BS what they doing. Who they think they are? Oh, they just doing this for brownie points, whatever. I wouldn't do that. I'm just going to do the bare minimum. I'm just going to do this and that, and I'm going to sit my ass down. I'm going to be on my cell phone. I'm going to be on social media. I'm going to video chat with my boyfriend, my husband, my friend. I'm just going to text whoever on my phone. Yeah, look at this fool. Look at him. Look at her. Working hard like that. Shit, I ain't doing that shit. What, they trying to, what? Be the king or queen at the workplace, trying to make themselves look good? Who they think they are? Hey, such and such, look at this person. Look at him. Look at her. Yeah, They think they all this and that because they do this, they pull trash, they do this, they do that, they wipe down all this and that. They nice and kind and quiet and everything. You know what? Girl, I don't do this. I don't do that. We're going to have to find a way to get this person up out of here because shit, they like putting salt in my game right here. Shit. They're going to bring attention towards our way, Look at what we doing compared to what that person doing. Yeah, they always coming in on time for work and everything. I gotta get myself together. Shit, I come in work late all the time. I got this and that. This is what makes me late for work, or blah blah blah, whatever the case may be. Shit, we all gonna band together. We gonna come up with something. Yeah, let's say they think they too good to talk. They think they too good to do whatever and everything. They He or she must got a motherfucking ass attitude or something. I don't know. Hey, well, we gonna have to come up with this and that to get this person up out of here. And when we do, honey, well, we gonna laugh. We gonna talk about this. We gonna spread it around. We gonna celebrate. Yeah, just name the place where we gonna go and talk and have a good time and everything. Yeah. See, that's what they do at the workplace. That's what they do. That's what they do. I gotta not go to work and be fake and be something that I'm not. Be a person that I'm not. Okay. I can't make myself up to be a different person. If that's the case, then I could have took my ass to Hollywood or something with the acting school, and get and become an actress or something, and do different roles. because I don't have time to play a role at work. My role is, and my job is to do what I'm supposed to do and what I got hired on to do. If a person got to come to work and become an actor or actress and become something that they are not, just to please everybody, I'm not a people pleaser. I don't please people. I don't do things to satisfy another person just because. I don't get jobs just to make friends, because chances are sometimes a workplace is not a place to make friends, because eventually in due time they will become enemies. Because down the road, things happen at the workplace. You may get the best damn good evaluation there is, and compared to what they get, you might get a raise where you may get paid a little bit more money than they get paid. There's always going to be a clash. Excuse me. I'm going to talk about a little different things here. I done dealt with people who became visitors. You know how people put their loved ones in a nursing home. And I experienced this like a little bit too often. And this is the horrible thing that happens. And this is real true facts here. You got those that put their loved ones, whoever, in a nursing home. Okay. They're visitors. They come and visit. They come and visit. You know. Then after a while, they become employees. They become employees. In a way, it's okay. It's a good thing. But it's not. Because when a visitor become / employee, this is where the real true problem arrives. Now, this is where when you're dealing with something like that, this is where slowly for surely, when they become employees there after being a visitor, after placing their loved one in a nursing home, in their mind, they think they have the right to attack you, talk to you any kind of trash ass way at the workplace when it comes to their loved ones. And I experienced that far too often. I'm not the only one that experienced that. There are other aides out here too that have experienced that as well. When I had worked at the nursing home in Norwood on Sherman Avenue, it once was called the Victorian. This woman had her son in a nursing home. Terrible accident. It was all on the news and everything. Terrible accident. Now, this woman, she was straight up hood rat. Okay. You couldn't even come to work without seeing a shrine on the wall. Like, it was so, like, it was just like awful. Like, how to take care of her loved one. What she would do, if her child is not this way, if her child ain't take care of this type of way, what she would do. I mean, it was just harsh stuff. It was harsh. And in your mind, you be like, wow, the nursing home allow all this verbal abuse on the paper to be all shrined up on the walls like that. Then she became an employee. Verbally abusive, talking down on the aides. I mean, it was just crazily out of this world. And you talking about staff members complaining. It's like, how could they allow this to go on? You know, verbal abuse, psychological abuse, stress. And this is what these people do. They get into these homes after they become visitors, after they put their loved ones in those homes, and they think it's okay to come into a place to start attacking folks. But they start off in a slow process of doing it till it gets so bad and to the point it's just out of this world worse. Now, as a healthcare worker, and nobody can say this, because in their minds, I'm quite sure they feel like, well, dang, this person like coming up in my face with all this person talking down crazy to me, and it's like, in your mind, you be like, wow, they could get away with this? And then you be thinking like, how would they feel if they get in my face? Folks would slap the shit up out of them, punch the hell up out of them, beat their ass. Then I'll be in the wrong, but they was in the right to do what they was doing, because the facility allows these things. They don't address it, and that's like abuse, verbal abuse. So eventually, over time, this person was banned after so much abuse toward staff, because she basically just got into the workplace for all the wrong reasons, just to have control and tell people what to do. And she was ghetto as hell. And this was a long time ago. This is why I used to work at a nurse home on Sherman Avenue in Norwood. But now it's a different name. And I was there for about like 9 years, trying to make it to 10 years. So I eventually had to quit that place due to an issue of a nitpicking ass aide. And at that time I was working night shift, and I was studying for my high school diploma. So I went on ahead and just left that place. There was no need for me to stay there. Now, this incident here, so I experienced this again. Same scenario. Put a loved one in, / became a visitor, was a visitor, and then became an employee. I actually watched this woman actually get into a couple agencies. Some aides got in their face. And just literally just got in their faces, just yelled at them, cussed at them, was all in their face and everything at the workplace about her loved one. And you telling me that y'all get these jobs just to have control over people? You think it's okay to come in to verbal abuse healthcare workers? And they actually get away with that shit. Healthcare workers, this slow connection. We go through a lot. We go through a lot. Verbal abuse, everything. It's a hard job. Because when we taking care of other people's loved ones, it's okay to be concerned for your loved ones there and you be employed there. But it don't give you the right to sit up there and get in people's faces, yell at them, and cuss at them. And make threatening remarks. And then you go around the facility and you spread that stuff around about people, about particular people. It's hard enough that healthcare workers, aides, we take care of so many people. And then when the facilities get short, you don't even think about the numbers of people that is added on to us. Sometimes we have way so many people to take care of. The numbers is really against the law. We're only supposed to have a number of people to care for it. But some facilities can't help it when they're short-staffed. And we do the very best that we can do. Now, these people that are so overbearing, they always think that their loved ones should always come first. You don't badger a healthcare worker. You don't get in the healthcare worker's face. You don't threaten them. You don't go to unit managers or DONs and stuff like that and make up false statements about what the person is not doing. Where you're not actually there, hands on foot, to see what aides go through and what all they're doing, how many people they gotta care for. And then you expect somebody to be on a regimen schedule, a time set schedule for this to be done. Where aides got so many patients to care for. If that's the case, why is your loved one there? If you want all this be done and you're so freaking dominant and demanding and you're a manipulator, take them home and care for them. Nurses' aides have enough on their plate to deal with than to deal with a controlling ass freak. Recently, before Roe v. got terminated yesterday, the same person, true indeed a snake, a venomous, poison reptile, you name it. You're at the workplace, we're chatting, you all in my face, hee hee ha ha, good conversations at times. Never took care of her loved one, never. But you have this one particular aide there, a dictator, a controller. She could have anything done, and it happened. So, after so many complaints and everything, so the assignment starts to change. So this was happened to me. The group that I had so many rooms on a hall. And when we short staff, say it's like 4 aides. 4 aides. I have a group on this particular hall, starting from one all the way down to where the number stops. Then I pick up more extra rooms on the other end of a hall. A whole hall, then another half of a hall. Now here's where the problem comes in at. So it's 4 aides. So that assignment's changed. Now I no longer have the other end of the hall. I swing around another hall around the corner. Now this co-worker now that became an employee was once a visitor, became an employee. Now before I took care of her loved one, her mom, let me put it this way, her mom. Never ever took care of mom. Now we're short staffed. I'm doing the best I can. I got so many people to put down the bed before I leave to go home. A lot of check-in changes. What's a check-in change? Check-in change is people who wear adult briefs. Those are the ones that you got to check on, make sure they clean and dry, so forth, whatever. Now our hands are full. I got a lot on my plate. Now, here comes the clincher. Now, almost towards the end shift. Set routine. So everything got to be a set routine. It's got to be time, date, stamp, or whatever. Set routine. And you don't know where you're going to be at. You could be somewhere taking care of a couple other people, and each person is time consuming. You got to take time out. Each individual needs are different. Okay? You might be working with someone that you got to take time out, take them to the restroom. You may be somewhere where somebody's bedridden. And you doing a check and change with them. And chances are, as always, most of them, they have accidents. So as you clean them up, sometimes you got to change the entire bed with their body in there. Change the entire bed, change them. That's time consuming. So you expect somebody at 6 o'clock p.m. So here I'm trying to, this one particular day, it was just recent, a while ago. Excuse me. So the brother comes in. He does whatever, the brushing teeth or whatever, Okay. So by me having so much to do, I got a handful of people. So this is what I said. I said, okay, is there any way, if you could get this particular person ready, if you go ahead and get her ready, once I get this particular person in bed, and I can swing back around, because I have ain't no telling where I would be at 6 o'clock. That's how I explain it. I don't know where I would be at 6 o'clock. That's like, bam, bam, this is how I want it done, 6 o'clock, right on the dot. I could be hemmed up somewhere. So once I get this person in bed, which wouldn't take me no time, because this person, she's easy. Then when I was done with that person, I swing around to go, he agreed on it. So when I swing around, I guess that was not good enough. So you get this one particular aide that she's a shit starter. I swear, she's a shit starter. I mean, she will go and say some foul stuff about you, everything. This is the one particular aide, when she trained people, she would talk bad about you to a new person. Okay, that's how bad I stayed away from her. She's the aide that would collect numbers with patients and keep patients on the loop on a whole lot of stuff. That type of aide. So I ain't there no more, so I don't care. So I swing around, there she was, getting that person ready, getting that person in bed and everything. I said, okay, this is cool. That was cool, all right. So, so when all that was done, don't you know, they sent an email to the unit manager, and it was like, don't know what was said in the email. Only thing this bitch did, every time she saw me, looked at me, she just shook her head. Now, this is the very same person. He, you know, we'll talk or whatever. You gotta be careful with that. When you think you like cool with people, and originally you're not cool with them, they will stab you in the back. First time ever took care of this person's mom, it was like wham bam. Now I'm the awful person on planet Earth. She knew we were short staffed. You went and said some foul shit to the unit manager. No matter how professional I was with that person, like, hey, this is what I could do. I could, as soon as I get done, I could swing around, just to knock that out, get it done and over with. And it was about like 5 something. Just go ahead, do what you got to do, and I could swing around. Oh, that was not good enough. So in turn, it made it look like I didn't want to do it. So they got the one particular aide that went on here and do it. Then the unit manager, what's that? About a day, 2 days later. I need to see you in my office. I need to talk to you. I got an email about such and such brother, and I just don't like her. I don't like her. I said, dang, it's always something. It's always something. And I said, damn. Then I talked to the supervisor. They already aware on how the way she does staff and how the way she talks to people, but she's still there. That literally had upset me right there. Then you going around, you talking about people, and you spread shit around. Now you got somebody good character, good nature and everything, a good worker, and you got that person looking bad to everybody else. What the fuck? What the hell? See, I don't like stuff like that. I don't like things like that. When people put their loved ones in a place, then all of a sudden, oh, I need to get a job there. Oh shoot, that way they get jobs there just to be controlling, just to watch you. You got to watch out for that, because those are true shit starters. Man, that shit will get you fired. They could say anything. They could have management or whatever wrapped around their damn fingers. They will believe that shit. It don't matter if you a good ass worker. What type of worker? You just got to be careful with that. They will have you fired and out the goddamn door because of what the hell they said. Because they are not satisfied. Because things are not going their way. This is what goes on in nursing homes. Take them home. If it got to be like that, I mean, you got to watch them like that. Take them home. Get home health care. Get home health care. Take them home. Why would you do anybody like that? People that need jobs and stuff, they got bills to pay, they got families to take care of, and you gonna do things like that to a person? God don't like ugly folks. You will get smacked down with karma. Hey, babe. You will get smacked down with karma. You will get smacked down with karma. Wow. That's a big wow.
Ice trays. Ice trays. Ice trays.
They in the kitchen. Look up in the cabinet. But you gotta wash them out real good. Yeah, wash them out real good. They up in the cabinet. Yeah. Gotta be careful with that. That really truly indeed goes on in nurse homes. It really does. It don't matter how much is said about what they're doing, and they still there and they still got a job. They still got a job. I done went through so much. You know, as a person that goes in, you know, it's like when you're more focused on your work and you're not worried about anything else, you're labeled that you have an attitude, something wrong with you, the people complain they can't work with you, you're not a team player. This is what gets me the most. It's very rare that anyone ever asked me to help them with this person, that person, or that person. No one had never asked me. No one. I was always bypassed. And it was like, don't nobody never ask me for anything, because it's a buddy system there. It's a buddy system. So they got their friends and all who they go to and ask. Never ask me. And here's the catch. And when they don't do that, when they do stuff like that, that's when they start saying, okay, I can't go to this person and ask them for it, because you never ask. You never ask. If anybody was to come up to me like, hey, Tamara, can you help me with such? Give me a minute, let me do this. Or sometimes if I haven't started on something that I haven't started on yet, come on, let's do this. Come on, I'm ready. Let's go. I had always been a team player for years. And you know what? I had worked with some wonderful people in the past. Team players. There were times I even had to leave a floor to go to another floor to go get help. Okay, I be downstairs. You know, what room you in? Oh, I'm in 342. Oh, I'm in 720 or whatever, you know. I be down. And then, you know, just wait patient. While you waiting, you go on, you check on whoever need to be checked on real quick before your help comes. That type of thing. Sometimes, what floor you on, somebody may be busy, or they'll be able to help you. Sometimes they could be so tied up. Sometimes you just go seek for help. You just go around, just look for help. And oh, they'll come and help. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. And that's what I had truly missed, because I had worked with some wonderful people in the past. I really have. Some wonderful people in the past. And we was team players. No matter what. It didn't matter what unit you was on, what floor you was on. They came and helped. I ain't never seen nothing like this in all my years working as an aide. People sit up there and say that you're not a team player, and you know deep down in your heart you're a team player. No one never came and asked you, because they bypass you. And when they do that, that's where they building up something. Oh, because they never asked. So they got it looking like that you're not a team player. Oh, I can't go to this person. She don't help out. She don't do this and do that. This is what they do. This is what they do. And then when you shell you to yourself, oh, something must be wrong. He or she must got an attitude or something. Wow. So over time, as this going and going and going, then that's where you know, okay, this person think they this and they that, they doing all this and that, and you going far beyond, far beyond. Maybe they feel some type of way. Maybe they feel like that you showing them up. You ain't showing shit up. You just someone that just stay busy working. You ain't worrying about nothing. You ain't worrying about what the next person is doing. But you always there. You're doing something. Don't you know when jobs have this type of thing go on, this little, well, how would I say, this little event go on, nominate this person, nominate that person for the best employees, the co-worker and all this and that. For everything I have done, I sat back and watched the ones that got rewarded with cake, a certificate, and everything. I don't go to work to impress. I go to work to do my job. Not one motherfucking ass time I seen quite a few people that got rewarded with some things that they should have never gotten. A job don't give a how to hoop, how to hair, not a grand fuck about you. When you're a good worker, they're going to overlook everything that you do. They're going to look at everybody else. They showing you right there they don't care. You get bypassed. You don't get nominated for nothing. But you a hard worker. You do everything far and beyond. No cake, no certificate, no nothing, no thank you, nothing. But the ones that loud, shrewd, and whatever, that cover their ass, make themselves look good and everything, the workplace police, their posse or whatever you want to call them, those are the ones who get the rewards, the cakes, and all that. Because they make themselves liked. When you that bitch a motherfucker that keeps shit in the fucking ass loop, you the underground snitch. A flying monkey, a narcissist or whatever. Those are the ones who get rewarded. Those who half-ass, make half-ass on the job, do some work and do less, and while everybody else doing more, those are the ones who get rewarded. Not one motherfucking ass time. Not one motherfucking ass time. And you know, I ain't mad about this. I'm not. I'm just telling it as it is. Not one time ever I got a certificate. I got a certificate at Blue Ash Nursing Home. Blue Ash Nursing Home. And I cherish that. Other places I may have got some cards. To this day, I got it and I cherish that. And like I said, they had it in for me. They had it in for me. They really did. I seen it. I was always called to the office about this, about that. This person saying that that you had attitude, or it was they couldn't approach you or anything. It was like, what? And then it's the issue about now when I'm not there, when I come back, how the residents are glad to see me. They tell me stuff that went on when I was not there. I'm like, wow, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry that had happened. Now, all of a sudden, we getting complaints about employees. Now we getting complaints from the patients. Where all this is coming from? We're getting complaints from vendors. Now this is, you know, they're making up some damn bullshit. So right there, they sent up saying, we're gonna find a way to get you out. You too damn good for your own good. You too damn good for your own damn good, for real. There was a time I kind of like slowed down, slacked off on some things. And it's like, you know what? Why should I do that to please somebody? I'm going to continue on doing what I do. I mean, what I know, what I do best, or what I love and like to do. I'm not there to satisfy someone because they don't like what the hell I do, because they not doing it. And they probably feel some type of way. Every time I come in, damn, you the only one I see doing this, doing that. Nobody don't do this and that. And I'm like, well, thank you, you know, smile, you know, thank you, you know. And there was one time I said, please don't say that around them. Please. Don't say that. Don't do that around other co-workers, because it's gonna cause a problem for me. Because they don't like that. And they understood. And they always, you know, complimented me. People fail to realize, people, they see a whole lot. They know who's good and who's not good. They see who's attacking who's not doing what. In due time, the truth will unveil itself. It will. And over time, I started getting tired of it. I really have. I started getting tired of it. Of the false accusations. Those type of people, those are the ones that would try to tear you down. They trying to break you down to smithereens. I'm glad I'm not there no more. I'm glad. I had plans on retiring from there. I had went there years ago when I was in my 20s, before there was ever these agencies on app phones and all that. It was agencies that you actually go to, like to the office and stuff. It was an agency up in the Kenwood area. And this nursing home where I just got fired from, I went there when I was in my 20s. I went there a long time ago. And I ain't had no car. I had no car. No car at all. My way of transportation was public transportation and a cab. Taxi cab, whatever you want to call it. So I ended up going out to this place, all in Sharonville, and I live all the way downtown Cincinnati. No car, no nothing. A young mom. And then when I get out to this nursing home, beautiful place, because at that time they had like a waterfall, like a water. It was beautiful back there at that time. It was beautiful. And they wanted to hire me back then because they loved the work I did. They said, you a good person. We love your attitude. You're a pleasant person. You seem nice and kind and everything. Only thing about it, I couldn't take the job there. I couldn't take a job there. I ain't had no car. And I had wanted to work there. I really did. I wanted to work there. I said, one day I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. This is where I want to be at. This is where I want to retire. So over the years, I'm working at different nursing homes, and I still had this place on my mind. I had this place on my mind. I said, this is where I want to retire. This is where I want to be. So while I'm working nursing homes in Norwood, what's that? What you want to call it? Coleraine, White Oak, or whatever. I mean, different locations. I mean, Western Hills, all that good stuff. I mean, I'm just in different locations. I always had this particular nursing home where I just got fired from. I had this nursing home on my mind for a long time. There was one day, 6 years ago, I drove by. I was driving by. I said, damn. So this where this place is at. I'm looking, I said, let me remember my landmarks. And that's how I had a car. So I said, okay. So I came there and put in an application. Got hired on and everything. Now this where the nursing home was all right. Long time ago, you go down to the break room, they had this big ass banner on the wall, 5-star facility. The staffing crew was right. Team players, everything. It was like clockwork. Food carts all coming up all at once. Clockwork. Food carts come up like clockwork. Getting them trays out. Getting them out. Clockwork. Getting them trays collected. Clockwork. Carts was going down on a timely manner. Clockwork. Team players. Then over time, slow. It was slow, but it's still okay. Then when it got to a certain point, this thing started drilling a little. But really was a game changer in all this when COVID hit. That's when shit went downhill. That's when shit went downhill. It was bad. It was awful. Then when that kind of like blew over it was still kind of like bad. Slowly for surely, getting help here and there. It was still bad. And then how the way things just start changing. It was like okay, but it was not changing for the better. It was not changing for the better. It was just like slowly going down. Just so happens that Junebug died owing Mr. $5,000. And then it's like hiring anything and everything in the door. You talking about me? Baby, I done dealt with the worst I done dealt with those that came in the door. You couldn't even tell them nothing. Know-it-alls. They was not team players. You talking about heifers on their cell phones. Actually talking on cell phones. Inpatient rooms on cell phones. I mean, it was just going down, just downhill. Ooh, Lord have mercy. And the only thing you could just do is do your best. And I hung in there. I really did. I hung in there. When you had the top dogs in there, the key players in there, and then they just like, slowly for surely, people, they just like a change. Certain ones just went on. They took a different direction elsewhere. Some may have gotten, fired or whatever. And that's where the change had happened. Now you got like different whole new people there, and it's like it's awful. It's like things is not the same. It's not the same. I'm always gonna enjoy, love being a healthcare worker. I'm always gonna be that. But you're not gonna change. You're not gonna sit up there and make me look like something I'm not. I'm always gonna be my true, authentic self. I will never ever change for nobody. I'm not gonna be something that you want me to be, because it's not gonna happen. I ain't no behind kisser, and I would never kiss nobody's behind. Just to get far in life or get what I need or want. I don't do that. I kick your ass, I kick your behind, but I ain't showing hell and kissing it. I get it for you. You can talk about me, you can judge me, you can say whatever you want about me. I don't care. But it's not gonna stop me. You're that one monkey or two or three or four up to 10 monkeys, you ain't gonna stop my show. Because I'm gonna keep on thriving, keep on going. It's sad. It's sad in the healthcare world. It is. It's really sad. It really is. A lot of them is not in it for the love and care of your loved ones. Really, they're not. This slow connection. They're not in it for the love of your loved ones. They're really not. They're not. There's a lot of them. They're just really in it for the money. That's all. It really is. They just in it for the money. But it's the ones, the real true ones that that's really in it, that really care, and they really come in and do their job and do what they're supposed to do. Those are the ones who are truly indeed overlooked and dogged out in the workplace. Those are the real true ones. Those are the ones who never get rewarded. Those are the ones that always get overlooked. It's your raggedy ass ones that always get the rewards and everything. It's not the good co-workers. It's not the good ones. And to all you family members out here, when you enter these nursing homes, yes, there's some aides that do some things. They just half-ass or whatever. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna keep it real with you. When you come into these nursing facilities, always remember, when you come in, before you come in and you go off on somebody, make sure you go off on the right one and not the wrong one. Because chances are you may be coming at the wrong person, the wrong healthcare worker, not knowing, not knowing that the one that you wrongfully attacking can easily, I mean, that's just like harassment on the job. That's harassment. Always know who has your loved one, who has your loved one, and who's taking care of your loved one, before you just come in and you just start going off and jumping off on the wrong person. I'm that one person, and you do that to me. You do that to me. I'm gonna tell you, this is what I do. I don't argue. I'm not gonna fuss with you. But if you continuously keep attacking me, you keep verbally abusing me, using harsh words, whatever, 911 was your emergency. That's me. That's me. Because I don't tolerate that. I don't play with people like that. Just say if I was to do that to somebody and I get in somebody's face, verbally abusing them, all in their face and everything, threatening them and all, who do you think they got the right to do? Think about it. So what you dish out is what you gonna get back in return. Not all healthcare workers are bad workers. You got your good healthcare workers out here that really care about what they do, and they really do care about your loved ones. Versus the ones that don't give 2 cent God sent crap about your loved ones, and they only there for a paycheck. They only there for the money. Let me tell you a little something. There are A's out here. You think that your loved one is A1, okay? You got some A's out here that will actually have your loved one sitting in the wheelchair all damn day, or in the bed all damn day. Don't go checked. Don't get checked for so many hours. Most cases, some of them don't get checked at all to the end of shift. So just imagine, always from the time they get there to the end of shift, just imagine your loved one laying up in something pissy ass wet, laying in all poop, bed wet, gotta be completely changed. Think about it. Then ask yourself this: how often do you go and see them? The only time you go see them, what, holidays? Or when is what they is that time they nearing death? Or you just pop up whenever? And then when this is what gets me the most, the ones that never ever come and visit. And then when you come and visit, all of a sudden, you have a problem with this, you have a problem with that. Well, damn, where you been at? Where you been? How come you don't come and visit? Those types. Then poof, the magic dragon. You don't see them for months, maybe a year or two. Those types. So back to what I was saying. Yeah. When was the last time your loved one ever been bathed? How long? You got those that haven't been bathed for days, let alone weeks or months. Yes, this what goes on. A could easily take a paper, sign off on, and say this is what they done. It ain't never been done. Then you come in, you wonder why your loved ones smelling the way they smell. You can't just come into a place and just haul off and just start, start jumping on people. And the wrong ones. The wrong ones. Get to know who's doing what first before you jump off on anybody when you come into a nursing home. Because you could be jumping off on the wrong person. The wrong person. You want to call state? Call state. But don't be bluntly coming in saying what you're going to do. But there's some certain ones that they really don't care. They don't care. Call state. But don't tell that to somebody that comes in and do their job and do their work. A lot of you got a bad habit of doing that. Real bad habit. Y'all need to practice some mannerism. Like, really. No, Jack. Just a few questions, I promise. And this is truth when I'm speaking here. This is truth. So when you go and visit your loved ones, do you look like each room in the room when you walk down the hall? As you walk in? See what the beds look like? The conditions of the rooms? Do you see that? There are some beds that don't go made all day. And some beds be so bare stripped down. And you be like, wow. As far as my unit concerned, when I was working there, I made sure all my beds was like neatly made from corner to corner, everything. I mean, it was like, down. Like you took a damn iron to the bed and them sheets, everything was like flat, straight, crispy, clean, made up. I stripped down beds. And what gets me the most when it comes to made up bed, when I can come in, how in the hell you was a damn nurse aide? You was a damn nurse aide. And you get folks up. They done did whatever they did, all in they adult brief or whatever. And then you leave a wet pad, in most cases a wet pad in bed, a wet stain in the bed. Then it turns brown. How do you make up a wet pissy bed? How do you do that? Who does that? So, with that being said, do you make up your bed like that at home? Do you wet your bed and then make it up and not change it out? Why would you do somebody else loved one like that? Why would you do that? Who will make up a wet, messed up bed? That goes on too. I always would make sure my group was looking all right. Beds looking good. Because why? Because when people come and visit, when they walk and they looking, they scanning, looking, you want to make sure things look right. Especially when you have visitors. And then when they go down, damn. Did you see that room? You see how that bed look? Dang. It was probably would stay like that all damn day. Damn, did you see down this hall? Did you see this hall? Whatever. Damn, it looked good over there, but why is it all like this the rest of the way? Where the A's are at? I mean, they doing their work, they doing their job, or what? Dang. What's going on here? Why this end smells so bad? But this end don't smell bad at all. Or in most cases, smell nice. Wow. Have you seen the aid for such and such for my loved one? I've been here and I haven't seen nobody. I haven't turned the call light on and nobody, and you the only one I see. Do you know who the aide is for such and such? You know, what's going on here? Are you short staffed or is anybody here? That type of shit. Mm-hmm. That type of shit. But you're that 1A though, or 2. That everybody wants to talk about, make false statements on, because you're putting so in their game and you're making them look bad. They can't do what they want to do too much. They can't hide out like they want to. They got special like little reserve areas that they go to, and they want to hide out in. They want to use it as break rooms and stuff, you know. They want to go and disappear. They do all sorts of stuff, but you're always the one who's hands-on and just visible, you know. And that's what they do, you know. And then you come in, and then your loved ones, they tell you about what's going on. This A done disappeared. This A ain't doing this. This A, I can't find my A or whatever. Oh boy, here we go. I'm gonna call state. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. But I always see this A. I always see him. I always see her or whatever. But everybody else done disappeared. We don't know where everybody else is. Who's watching the goddamn cameras? We wonder who is doing what. But it was one particular nursing home that I worked at, and it's a reception area. Bam, 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 bam. Cameras on all angles on the fucking floor. And I used to work at this facility. And if you're sitting there and you look like you doing this or you do, they will call. They will call. They will call. You're going to have the supervisor or whoever come up to you like, oh, okay, you can't be doing this and that. Okay, they is watching you on cameras now, you know. And I mean, they just watching. And they just watching. They was on cue, on point about their workers. How do you have how do you have cameras? How do you have cameras at the facility and you see all these things go on and you don't address them? Things are not being addressed. You have cameras in your damn facilities and you're not addressing anything. You actually have cameras and all of these things are going on. And you don't address them at all. But you get rid of your good employees. You fire your good employees. But you keep the bad ones. You keep the raggedy ass ones. That's what they do. Nursing is not nursing like it used to be. And I'm going to tell you why. There was a time, I started out when I was in my 20s. I started out in my 20s. I was 25 years old when I became an aide. I started as a nurse aide before I went to CNA and then STNA. So I was a nurse aide. Let this just clear up. Before I became certified. Okay. Now, a long time ago, I used to work at East Galbraith. East Galbraith, that's in Deer Park. I'm going to take that back. Before there, I used to work at St. John Nursing Home over in Covington. That's where I got my start at, over in Covington. That big ass building that looked like a damn hospital. And they used to be called St. John Nursing Home. And this facility had was training. And they actually paid for it. So you come in and work as an aide, as well as getting training in their facility. And they had classes on certain days. So they had like a room, like a classroom in the nurse home, like room, like classroom, and for for becoming a certified nursing assistant at that time. And then when you pass, certain, tests in there, everything in these classes, then there was a facility they took you to. I think it was some type of college or something where they rented out space over there, and that's where you do your final, before you become a certified nursing assistant. Now, this nursing home back then at the time, they paid for everything. You had none didn't come out your pocket. They paid for it all back then, and that's how I became a nurse aide over in Kentucky. So I originally had my nurse aide's license over in Kentucky, and then when I wanted to work in Ohio, I had to get my Kentucky license transferred to Ohio, my hometown. This slow connection. So, I was certified here in Ohio for a long time. That's how I became an aide. So I got certified over Kentucky first. So I went over there and had everything transferred. I went through some shit over there. That place was the shit. It's like you just work there, get what you will get the hell out, because that place was not the place to be at. Like, for real. I mean, that was cutthroat over there. Bam. I had to get away from that. So it was a blessing that that had happened for me back then over there in Kentucky. So it's over here in Ohio. So then I got a job over here at home, and I remember working at East Skyward Nurse Home. That was in Deer Park. That was up in Deer Park, and it was a nice facility, back then. I mean, I went to some stuff there. I went to some stuff there. I really did, but it was a nice place and everything. It was cool, working there as an aide. I mean, it was some things that had went on there. I stuck it out and all, but it was a nice place. And I had worked at other facilities, which was nice. And then there was this one facility that ended up on the news. It was on the news so daggone bad. I didn't want to be a part of that. They eventually shut that place down. It was one of the most nastiest, filthiest nursing homes I had ever been to in my life. And that was in Price Hill. I think that was on Grand Avenue somewhere. It was a nursing home that was on a real steep hill. So steep, you would think if a car go up and go down, you'd think a car will just flip over. That's how steep the hill was. So I worked at one of the most grimiest, filthiest nursing home there was in Cincinnati. That was in Price Hill. And that facility was like, you had Channel 9, whoever was coming up there. It was an issue of somebody was still collecting money from the dead people. They would still get checks from people that had died, and they would still get money, on that. So that was a long time ago. That was like, wow. I had to leave from there. I couldn't stay. It was wrong. But I had been to some nice places, some wonderful places, some places I wouldn't mind going back to, because I had left on good terms, and if put in like 2 weeks notice with them, left on good terms. So some places I would say I wouldn't mind going back to, because something to think about. So right now it's just like I'm not focused on looking for another full-time job right now, but I will real soon. But I'm just gonna wait, because I'm letting this simmer about what just has happened to me, because this was a place that I was planning on retiring from. This was a place I had on my mind for years, and I finally made it there. But it was just the contents, the people that was there. It was just how the way they were. I dealt with certain ones. You could tell certain ones, they were you could tell they were just racist. I mean, they were just that one way. You just dealt with different personalities there. And overall, I just, you just deal with stuff, I just overlooked it. So my issue and my goal was just come to work and do what I got to do and just go home. work, make a paycheck, and go home, take care of my family, and that was that. Pay my bills or whatever, and that was that. I wasn't worrying about anything else. But the problem issue was, it was like everybody else was worrying about you. When everybody else is all in your meal, all in your all in your mix and everything, worrying about what you doing, what you got going on, then that's a problem and an issue right there. Then you sit up there, you gotta like watch your back, you gotta worry about what's gonna happen each and every day now when you come to work, because you don't know when it's gonna be your last day there. Yesterday I felt something was wrong. I felt something was wrong. I felt something was just off balance. I mean, just spiritually, I just felt something was off. It was just not grounded. It's not. It's not. And that's why I wear stuff like this, crystals and stuff. This is a protection stone. And I could just tell, like, some was just not right. It was just not was it just wasn't. So it's like just going there and just being humble, and like I said, just being me and all. It is just a problem with people. People actually, you disturb their demons. You really do. You just irritates them. I mean, it's just it's a spirit, it's an energy that is just in them that just out to destroy you. Basically, that's what it is. And it's like, wow. And you just gotta watch out for that, and, like protect yourself from that. In most cases, half the time you just don't see it coming. And sometimes you just be around people that you just feel that energy and you just don't want to be around them, you know. And it's like, people just outgunning for you. When they outgunning for you like that, it's like, wow, what can you do? And you just there, just doing what you're supposed to be doing and what you need to do. And it's real. I mean, this is what really goes on. I mean, it just so evil and demonic. This, wow, it's powerful. It's powerful. And then, and it's like, and with them, they don't care, and it's funny to them. It's funny. It's a joke. It's funny. It's funny. But like I said, when this unit manager, I don't give a damn about her. I don't like her. I don't. I don't. I never did. It was her demeanor and everything, how she came across. She always said, "Don't nobody don't like me." I can see why nobody don't like you. Look what type of person you are. Look how you carry on, carry yourself, how the way you talk to people and everything, how the way you press around and stuff, like you superior and everything, like you God or something. Then you come in, you just do this and do that. You change this, you change that. How you think a person's supposed to feel? And then it's like you don't even have no rights to say anything or speak on how you feel, and it's a motherfucking ass problem. And then you just have to come in. You just got to deal with certain stuff. And don't sit there and say, I don't think nobody don't like me. So what? Nobody don't like you. They don't like you. Hell of a lot of people that don't like me. I don't bitch about it. I don't say nothing about it. I don't care. Shit, if you don't like me, you don't like me. It's your reason. It's your reason. Hey, maybe it's the way I carry myself. Maybe it's the person who I am. Maybe I'm just not on your level. Maybe you're just not on my level or something. Maybe you don't like how the way I look, how the way I dress, or whatever. Maybe you don't like how I speak my mind. It's a number of things. So people could like a lot of people may not like a person for a number of reasons. Sometimes a person just may not like you, just don't like you. It don't have a damn reason. They could just look at you like, I don't like that person. Why you gonna like that? I don't know. I just don't like that person. But you don't even know that person. I just don't like that person. And it's like that. So who cares who don't like you? I don't like you. I never have liked you. Shit, never will. I never will. You show who you are. You show who you are from the beginning when I started there. Dominating, overpowering ass bitch. She really do got a demon in her. It irritates her when you just try to talk about something or bring up something, and then want to just cut you off. That type of person. And you know what too. And sometimes things that you bring up and you address, it don't matter. I mean, you bring up certain issues and all, it seems like it just don't matter. It don't matter at all. And people really show when it comes to healthcare, they act like they care, but they don't care. You know, they really don't. And this is it all about the money? And yeah, it is. It's all about money. You know, it's all about the almighty dollar. Excuse me. It's all about that. So hey, don't nobody really don't care about nothing. Nobody. They really don't. Now let it be like loved ones come there. Oh, yeah, it's let's throw in the mask real quick. Let's throw in a smile, and we gonna and we'll talk about this, talk about that, and they could dress up shit, make themselves look good. Then at the end of the day, when it goes back to whatever. Yeah, we'll take care of this whenever, you know. Yeah, it'll get done. Yeah, yeah. And then when it become a true problematic issue, okay, state was called. State was called. You know, we got a problem issue. Okay, then you got to correct it because you know state done got involved now, and it's a whole lot of chaotic shit that done happened and went on. So hey, it's a lot that goes on in healthcare. Yes, 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 yes. So there you have it. There you have it. So there's a lot of good people out here, not so good people out here. There's some that should not be in it at all. They should not be in it at all. They don't care. They don't. I done witnessed and I done seen it all. On down to good to bad. On good to bad. To excellent. I could throw excellent in there because I done seen some excellent shit. I really have. And it's very rare that you'll see excellent. So to good, bad. You know. When it comes to, like I said, when it comes to healthcare, it don't, in different departments, attitudes, different. You deal with different attitudes and stuff. Some people are professional, some people are just not professional. You got people that just attack you in the workplace. It don't matter what department you're in, they will attack you, lie on you, come up with all sorts of shit. I mean, it's just so chaotic. It's so chaotic. And I'm going to pray for my loved ones. I'm going to pray for my loved ones. I'm going to pray for them. You know. Hurry up and get out of there. You might become next. Hurry up and get out of there. You are surrounded by some demonic ass people. You are. There's quite a few of them I don't care for. I don't like. I really don't. But I always kept, and you know what? When it comes to the workplace and it comes to not liking somebody or I feel some type of way, I'm always professional because I never show it. I keep that to myself. I keep that to myself. I never show it. Never show it. But I will avoid you. I'll avoid you. I won't even conversate. I won't even look at you. We can walk out and look straight ahead. I won't even look at you. I won't do anything. Because the type of person you are, if I already know what you was about, avoid you like a heart attack. I too much won't say anything about you. Just there to do my work. But I already know that you had talked bad about me. And you done probably done spread a whole lot throughout. There have been plenty of times I done been attacked so much. I done been attacked so much at the workplace. I actually had a girl, yeah, and I put it on Facebook. It's on Facebook. My post should be still up, and she was a true lie shit starter, a nitpicker, young girl, and I was there doing my work, and I was like, this thing really had a problem with me. I was there doing my work, quiet and everything, and then just had a problem. Just had a problem with me. Just nitpick with me. Now I'm older. Now this little young little girl. like in her 20s. Yeah, like in her 20s. Now, why would you want to mess with somebody that's way older than you and old enough to be your mom? Why would you do that? Somebody that come in and do their work. Now, this young lady didn't know all this was going on. None of this going on. While she's been a nitpicker, a bullier at the workplace. And I'm going making complaints now. Now it's like got to the point, didn't want to make too much complaints. Because if they were not doing anything about it, then it would probably fall on that I'm the problem. I'm the problematic person. And I said, okay, I see what's happening. I see what's going on. So they really not addressing it. They not doing anything about it. So there was one time I was passing trays. This is where I was passing trays. And then she was like, I got this, you old ass bitch. She said that in front of everybody. And that's enough to, like, okay, you're out the door. And I had went and said something about that. And it's like, okay. She's going to get hit with karma. And I said in my mind, she ain't going to be here too much longer. You know what happened? And the post is on my Facebook. This young girl was going around to different area stores with stealing. And bringing the shit back to work actually was selling the stolen products. Girl, I could get you this and get you that. And she was like writing shit down like she was taking people orders. What the hell that fuck she got going on here? But she always nitpicked with me. Always was saying smirky as shit. But you know what? There was one time I ain't saying not one word to you. I suggest that you leave me the hell alone. I'm not bothering you. I don't come to work and I'm bothering nobody. I suggest that you leave me alone. And it just kept going. So a breakthrough had happened. So a former co-worker came to me and she said to her, I'm going to show you something real quick. She showed me her phone. You talking about somebody busting out laughing. I fell the fuck out. What? She was there at work that day. We was wondering why she said she had to leave on emergency. It was one hell of an emergency, all right. The po was on her way to come and get her. She was on the news. What? Get that H out of here. You tell me this nitpicker, this bullier. Woo! And I say I believe in karma. Karma, you got slapped with that karma. So it was catering police. They had a post. I went on there. I said what I said. And I said what I said on there. And then she was harassing me for no reason. She was harassing me. She was harassing my daughter. She was harassing me. She was even harassing me on Facebook. She was harassing me through like text, but not actually on my phone. Through text messaging on my daughter's phone. She was saying some awful stuff, including awful things about my son who had passed back in 2016. 2016. Yeah, 2016. Yeah. But anyway, so all these texts was coming in. And that's when HR wanted a copy of it to show how she was literally attacking what she said she was going to do and everything. And it was that bad. So everything was sent to HR. And I said, I never even responded to that. Never ever responded. And then there was an issue that her mom wanted to say, I'm violating HIPAA law. There's no way of violating HIPAA law if somebody's actually out here doing criminal work, doing criminal activity. So they were just mad because she was put out on the internet first by the police. And you just made it worse when you attacked me through my daughter's phone. You attacked me So it's like, I just put it out there, just put it in a post. Just made fun of the shit, you know? Because you just got slapped with karma, you know? It's just like what you would when you continuously keep doing stuff to people at the workplace. Like I keep saying, you're going to get his smack back. You're going to get smacked down with karma. You really is. That's including lies. Whatever you do to a person is always going to come back on you. It is. So what just has happened to me yesterday? Yes, and all the lies and stuff. Yes, you're going to get hit with karma. You're going to get hit with it eventually. It may not be right there, Johnny Seed on the spot. It may not be tomorrow, but it's gonna happen. One way or another, it's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen to you. Something mysterious is gonna happen to a loved one. Something is going to happen. And then when something happens, when you fall down, crash, or whatever, some tragic or whatever's gonna happen, you're gonna have to look back what you have done to another individual. Like I had said, you're going to get smacked down. You got to be careful who you do what to. The slow connection. You're going to have to be careful who you do what to out here, and what you say about somebody. You have to. Because me, what you dish out to someone, expect something back in return. Expect something back in return. There's some people that probably be afraid to talk about it or to do anything about it. Me, I'm not afraid of anything because I'm going to talk about it. And if it's like worthy enough to go to court, yeah, I'll take your ass to court. I'm one person. I'm going to talk about my experiences. I'm going to talk about what the hell you done. Because when you know you was wrong, you was wrong. So always expect something back in return. I don't bow down to no one. I don't bow down to nobody. You don't owe me. You ain't carry me for 9 months. You ain't birthed me. You ain't raised me. You ain't done nothing with me. You don't even know me.
Holiday magic makes memories. And in Hamilton County, Indiana, holiday magic is in the air. Whether it's the old world holiday
I'm always going to speak my mind whether you like it or not.
The brightly lit town squares or thrilling winter adventures.
Always be careful who you do what to out here in this world. Because everybody's different. Everybody's different on how the way they handle certain situations, certain things.
The holidays. And holiday trips. And holiday toys.
I could be a motherfucking ass whistleblower and not give a damn. So it's like, if you really care that much, you don't want people to know about shit that you do on your end, and you don't want people to know how dirty you are and the type of person you are. Always remember, be careful what you do, what you say to the next individual person, because you don't know what they may have in store for you back in return. Be mindful of that, because you're not uppity up. You're not superior. You're not God. You're not the boss of anybody. You don't have control of nobody's life. But you're wrong. But your life is out of control. Your life is out of control because you're miserable. Miserable individuals out here when you do people wrong. When I say I'm outspoken, and I'm gonna talk about it. So with that being said, think twice before you do or say. Really. Because I wouldn't do that to like I said, to my worst enemy. I wouldn't do that to anybody. The type of stuff that y'all do, I wouldn't do. But I can say this, I ain't no angel my own damn self.
Yeah, it's nice.
But I'm very low-key about what I do. And like they say, a quiet person is a dangerous motherfucker. So watch out for them quiet folks out there. They very observant. A quiet person is the one that you want to watch out for a great deal.
I didn't have nothing to tell you.
Well, you could have just told me you were alive.
Sure, I want a way to prove something to you. No, not to you. Prove something to myself.
And this unit manager,
That I can protect you. I mean, our whole lives, every time we got into trouble,
when she stood up and said this in the office,
never had a chance to prove to you I can
that she said that she know me, I looked at her, I said, you don't know me.
get in the comment, have some great war stories.
You don't know me at all. Deep down as a person.
10 years for war and nothing.
You don't know me. Well, I know you as work-wise. You still don't know me.
Jack, you didn't have to prove anything
What do you know me as work-wise?
to me.
You know that I come in and do my work.
Always been a man for me, Jack.
Yeah, what about Junebug?
Jack, I went out with Junebug to remind me of you.
But she want to go buy all this garbage what everybody has supposed to have said. No, you don't know me. For everything that everybody has said, you know deep down in your soul, in your black ass heart, bitch, you know I ain't never done none of those things.
And I would put my hair in those afro puffs.
That's what gets me the most when people sit there and say that they know you. Don't nobody know nobody. Don't nobody know nobody. The only people that knows me, my mother, my father, and the man upstairs. And my family. You don't know me at all.
We were a real knockout.
Because if you really truly did know me as you say that you do, you would know how I live, how I treat people, and when I'm at home, what I actually do when I'm at home. You would know everything. You don't know me. You only know me for what I do and what you hear, false shit, and what you go by. You ain't never ever really got to know me personally. Haters don't take time out to try to get to know somebody they don't like, especially when they out to destroy.
How in the real do I get with that?
So no, bitch, you don't know me.
So I guess that's about Peterson's real, huh? Yeah, about.
Because if you really did know me, you would know what my favorite food is. You would know what my favorite movie is. You would know what I love to do when I'm at home. My favorite color. You would know a whole lot of stuff. You would know what my pet peeves are. You would know what my damn boundaries are. You would know what I tolerate and what I would not tolerate. So a list about me goes on. So when a bitch or motherfucker sit there and say they know you, you don't know me. Hell, when I was married to my ex-husband, we've been together for a long ass time. I know him, but did I really, truly, truly know him? Did he really, really, truly, truly know me? part. So before he became my husband, even though we was together, did I truly know him? Like really, really. Did he truly know me? No. But we knew each other, if you understand what I'm trying to say. You can know a person to a certain extent on so many levels, but you truly don't know them. So there you have it. So there's a lot of dirt that goes on in facilities, nursing homes. You got your regular ass workers there. You got your good ones. Not all is bad. You got some that's good, you got some that's bad. You got unprofessional ones, you got unprofessional professionals. Shit starters, you name it. Dramatic people, toxic people, shit starters, you name it. They there. And I'm gonna go back to when I was saying when nursing is not nursing no more. And it's not. But there was a time where they was really hard up about what goes on with the aides. They made sure aides did their work. There was a time nurses, sometimes DON would walk the floors, supervisors. Sometimes they go in check. This is where things like this soul connection. This is where things like this actually went on. Sometimes they'll go check out units, make sure things was good, people was getting changed, beds was okay, make sure the beds was not messed up, no pee stains, no nothing, everything was fine. How long was Mr. Such and Such was checked on? How long was such and such was taken to the bathroom? The such and such had a shower, a bath, or bed bath? When all this, did any of this went on? Has any of this has been done? Oh, if this ain't been done, okay, you get a write-up. You get a write-up. Oh, I ain't doing this. Oh, I don't got time for all this. I got this and that to do. How come I got all this, these many baths or whatever showers to do? I ain't doing all this and that. Yeah, you can't swing that in. You can't swing that in. It don't take much, really. Maybe sometimes it don't take much to get a shower, bed, bath done. It don't take much. Okay, then, well, you just get a write-up. That type of shit. Those type of things that went on. Write-ups. You get so many of those write-ups, then, you're just no good. You're gone. Shit, nowadays, AIDS get away with hot shit, man. I'm telling you. No write-ups, no nothing. Nothing. Nursing is not like what it used to be back then when I was younger. It's not. Everybody's getting away with murder. And then you wonder why these places, certain ones, and then you wonder why state is always there. State is here, what? They on complaint. They on complaint about such a call about this ain't been done, this done happened. Whatever. Well, you should have been on your game. Maybe you should have did a check. Maybe you should have made sure the jobs is being done. Versus what? What are you doing on your end? Who's managing who? Who watching who? Who's making sure that job's getting done? But shit, when y'all don't do this and that, my license on the line. So what? So what? If your license is on the line, then if you really care about your damn nursing license, well, how come you're not getting off your ass to make sure certain things are being done? That way, It could be avoidable where people gonna be like, I'm gonna call state, I'm gonna have state come up in here, I'm gonna have state to investigate, I'm gonna have state to do this. Well, be on your damn P's and Q's then. That's avoidable.
Why don't you go put your things in the room and come and sit down and have something to eat?
That don't even happen no more. That's why a lot of A's get away with a whole lot of shit.
Mama wants you. Just the way
Damn, Tamara, come on, come on now, be quiet now, come on, come on, you spilling the beans now, come on, damn, come on. Oh, shit. Go through what I just went through.
Talk to me about the lily.
Go through what just happened to me.
It is important whether you know it or not.
you give me this baby and my one before it. I don't understand.
Did you say you gave it? Look,
Exactly.
you just said your father.
Can we change the subject?
Okay. Well, I'll see you next time then. Or maybe you'll see someone else. But you're gonna have to talk to somebody.
Of course your loved one's not getting paid like they supposed to on certain days, bath days. Because most of them don't want to do it. They're gonna overlook it. They ain't gonna do it. They're not. They can mark it off like they did it and they did. Of course your loved ones is sitting up there and poop and pee and all that crap. Because they not being changed. Every so often. It's a lot. And yes. Is anybody checking? No. Certain ones stuck in the office. Certain ones don't make a walk on the floor. They stuck in the office. They only appear when something happens, something comes up. That's the only time they appear. Well, damn, such and such. Why such and such up here on the floor? Such and such don't never come up here. Maybe such and such need to make it more of a habit. Periodically, from time to time. But that don't happen. It only happens when something happens. It's a beautiful thing to be an A. It is. It's a beautiful thing. When you got that love and care in your heart, and you love what you do. But the only thing about it, when you're working around some wicked people, Wicked. If you're A like me, and you do what I do, and you ain't about that BS, continue on being you, continue on doing what you do, continue on shining like a star, continue on being the best that you have always been and always will be. Don't ever let nobody bring you down, try to tear you down. And that not only goes for healthcare, that goes for any job out here. Keep shining like a star. Keep doing what you do. You love what you do, continue on love what you do. And be your best at it. And go far beyond what you do. Because the rest ain't about shit. But those are the ones who are always going to do less. Or the bare minimum. While they sit back watching you. Being that worker. Wishing they could be you. Can't be you. Don't know how to be you. Will never be you. And can never duplicate you. Because they don't know how to be their own authentic self.
Look, man, I can handle myself.
So, I'm about to get on off of here. Many more videos gonna come. super happy, super blessed, less stress. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I'm doing all right. Oh, and by the way, I got new love in my life. Not a man. But I got a new fur baby. Her name is Star. She's a beautiful cat. Right now, she's just trying to get used to her new home. I miss my Sam of 8 years. He was a wonderful, cool, laid back little fur ball. When due time, I'll probably take pictures. I'll show you what she looks like. She's a pretty cat. Her name is Star. She's 1 year old. So whenever she decides to make an appearance, I take a picture and I share it. So got a new baby in my life. So new love. Her name is Star. Her real name, original name, when I went to the shelter and got her name was Carrot Cake. It was Carrot Cake. So I said, well, Carrot Cake is okay, but I changed the name to Star. So her name is Star. I guess the reason I didn't name her Carrot Cake is I guess the color of her coat or whatever. I guess she looked like a carrot cake. So I'm about to go ahead and get on off of here. Many more blogs is going to come. It's got all the time in the world, all this time on my hands. It's all good. There's other better places out here to work at. I will seek them out in due time. Until then, be blessed, stay well, stay safe, treat people according to how the way you want to be treated. Be careful who you do wrong to, because it always comes back on you. Karma will smack you in your ass real hard. So, have a God bless night. Peace and love. I am out. Oh, and by the way, thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All your cars are on blocks. Don't worry about it, because the police will be here to take you all to jail.
Smiling and happy. It's just peace and joy to rejoice. Because you didn't even break me. Peace and love. I'm out. Good night. Come on, Slow Connection.